All right, y'all. 2025 has been a year so far, but we are not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about happy things. That means being in my sewing room and what I've been up to. Today is a Friday sews. It is Friday, May 16th, 2025, and I am sat here surrounded by a whole lot of stuff. Some of it works done, some of it works in progress, some of it stuff. So I'm here to talk about all of that today. If you haven't been here before, hi, my name is Annie, and this is Historically Fashioned. So yeah, let's I guess just dive right in. I am currently wearing a zip front dress. This is from Gertie Sews Vintage Casual. I think. If I have that book name wrong, I will put it here at the bottom of the screen. But this is one of my favorite dress patterns. This is in a Lady McElroy print on cotton lawn. It is the Cobra Corsage print. Love, love, love this dress. So let's grab my notebook and let's dive into all of this stuff surrounding me. Let's talk first about what I have been working on. The first thing I have actually been working on is a whole lot of pressing. I spent days, and I mean days and days and days, pressing miles and miles of fabric. And then I went after doing that and cut a whole bunch of stuff out. I cut out 6 projects. Let's see if I can get this without spilling everything. 6 projects, and I still have this much fabric that needs to be cut out. So yeah, miles and miles and miles of fabric. I mean, most of these are 5-yard pieces. Some of them are 8-yard pieces. Yeah, lots of fabric. So did that, cut out 6 projects, finished one project, started a second one, and then I have a whole bunch more that I need to continue doing. So my one finished project is this dress here. I'm not going to go too much into depth as I did film a sew along while I was sewing this. Hopefully it turns out okay. I've never filmed a sew along before, and my room's not really set up for it. So I haven't looked at the footage yet. I'm honestly a little afraid, but hopefully it came out okay. This is the Belle Style Arc dress. It is on a, again, cotton lawn. All of my things right now, cotton lawn pretty much, because they're all my Disney dresses. It's a spoonflower print with Mary Poppins print on it. Absolutely love this dress. It turned out so cute. You guys were right about the lavender buttons, so thanks for that. I really appreciated your input on that. I was kind of leaning that direction, but not sure. So yeah, I really do like the lavender buttons on that. So hopefully you'll be seeing more of this. I don't have photos of me in it yet, but once I get those done, they will be part of the sew along. So yes, absolutely love this dress. Very, very happy with it. And then I went ahead and got started on my Small World dress. So I have started the skirt, and I've sewed the skirt and the skirt lining, and I have the bodice lining stitched up. So this is a Gertie. This is from Gertie's Patreon, so the charm patterns, and I'm taking the Sabrina bodice and I'm mashing it up with the Ingrid A-line skirt, which looks like that. So I'm mashing those two together. My skirt will have inseam pockets, not patch pockets. And yeah, I'm really excited about this one. So what I love about this one is it doesn't take much fabric at all. So that is great. This A-line skirt is so not a fabric hog. I did change the sleeves. The pattern for the sleeve comes like this. It's just a regular fitted short sleeve. So that is what the sleeve normally looks like. I decided I wanted a puff sleeve because I'm kind of a puff sleeve girl. So I took that pattern, traced it out. Then I did a bit of slashing and spreading to make something that looks a little like that. You can see there I added some, room at the top, added some length at the bottom, spread it all out. I'll gather that up. And then I went ahead, just because it's easier to deal with when I'm cutting out, and transferred that on over to a piece of tracing paper, and that is what my finished sleeve will look like. So yeah, I just got to get the bodice sewn up. get the sleeves sewn up and put in, and then just sew everything all together and add a zipper and a hem, and it should be done. So hopefully I'll be able to finish that this weekend. I have some things coming up this weekend though, so I don't know, we'll find out. So yeah, that is in work progress number two. Other plans that I have cut out ready to go. I actually have another one of that mashup cut out, this time in my Cheshire Cat, oh God, my Cheshire Cat fabric. So that, to remind you, is this fabric here. I absolutely love this fabric. Sadly, when I was cutting this out, I made a big mistake. Spoonflower fabrics, especially these darker prints, tend to have a pretty wide border on them. And when I laid it out initially, somehow I managed to cut the skirt panels, the back panels, with a huge white stripe down the corner. Not my finest hour. So I had to recut, which is really a bummer because this print is not on Spoonflower anymore. And I was hoping to have enough left over to make just like a cute top or something. But sadly, that is not going to be a thing. Moving right along to another dress that I have cut out. This is another Belle style arc dress. This time it is in this super fun candy print. So yeah, super excited about this one. It's going to be very, very fun. Haven't decided on buttons, but I could do a whole variety. I could just do like all different colors. I absolutely adore this fabric. I think it's so, so cute. Not really in my like summer or not summer, winter color palette, but oh my God, I saw it and I needed it. So I bought it. So yeah, got that one cut out. Then I have another zip front dress cut out because I do so adore this dress. This time it is in the Maleficent print. So that is just a polka dots with the dragon. Again, love this. And that's going to be one of these dresses. So very excited about that one. And then I decided, I know I thought I had all of my patterns worked out for my Disney trip. If you haven't seen that video yet, I will link it either in the cards or down below somewhere. But I decided that I wanted to try out the Tempo sundress, but with sleeves. Now, I don't have, unfortunately, a picture. Even the pictures on their website do not show the sleeve pattern, but this does actually come with a really cute puff sleeve pattern. If you go onto Instagram and just search Tempo sundress, a whole bunch will pop up. I always think that their illustrations don't do their patterns justice. So I think it's going to be really, really cute. I'm going to do the longer version because that's just what I like. I like that it has a shirred back panel and then the sleeves attach actually to the strap. So you've got a fitted strap and then the sleeve attaches to that. So yeah, really excited about that. I've cut that one out. This is going to be my wearable muslin. And it is a super fun Darth Vader print. This is just a quilting cotton that I think I picked up from Michael's. Super cheap. It was like $5 a yard, $5.99 a yard, and then I had a coupon. So yes, thank you. So I've got that all cut out. I was hoping for that to be my May the 4th dress this year, but I did not get around to making a May the 4th dress. So those are all cut out, ready to go. That would be my upcoming plans. Where did I put my book, y'all? I'm telling you. I don't know. I guess I'm just going to have to wing it now because I don't know. I found it. Okay. Next, next up, I told you, I'm kind of a mess. This year is just something else. Let's move this over here. Somehow I have extras. Move that over there. And then let's start talking about purchases for the last couple of weeks. So I've got the main fabric cut out for all of these dresses. Some of them do require lining, and I have run out of just plain cotton lawn. So I did buy some cotton lawn. I just bought it in black and white because I'm going to do the lining for the Cheshire Cat in black, and then we always need white lawn. I use that for lining most of the time. I bought these on a shop on Etsy. They were fairly inexpensive. They feel like good quality. I haven't washed it yet, so we'll see how it feels once the sizing gets comes out. But I will link the shop that I purchased these from down below. Next up, I did take one last trip to Joann's. It my Joann's closed this week. Last the end, no more Joann's. So I did take one last trip to Joann's just to see what was going on. It was really sad. There was hardly anything there. The employees are all so sweet. I feel so bad for them, but they are all so kind and so nice. Um, so I did buy some stuff there. I bought some fabric and I bought some buttons. So let's do the buttons so I can get them out of my way. I just bought basically these brightly colored buttons. So these are just some bright pink ones, 2-hole buttons. Bought 2 packages of those. I bought these bright blue ones. Again, just 2-hole buttons. These are all the same kind of buttons so far. I bought these fun purple buttons, and I bought these in 2 different sizes. So these are the larger size here. Hopefully that's focusing, and these are the smaller size here. So I've got those. And then I found only one package of these dark purple kind of flower shaped buttons. I thought those were adorable. So those are a 4-hole. And then I did buy, like I said, some fabric. I bought some quilting cotton because that's was finally on a decent sale. So this was 60% off. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I bought the whole bolt. It is very cute though. I mean, it's got all of these adorable vintage dresses on them. And it's kind of a white lavender and black scheme. So really, really cute. I'll just add that to my stash for use at a later date. And then I bought a rayon fabric. I am not joking when I say I had a dress made out of a fabric that I swear to God it was exactly this same fabric in the 90s. So it is a rayon crepe fabric, and it's obviously a black base with these pink roses on it. It was really inexpensive, so it's going to be great wearable muslin fodder for my more expensive rayons. So that's great. And then I bought a couple of knit fabrics. So I have this purple knit. This is a rayon knit. It is a 2-way stretch, so it only stretches lengthwise. Wait, does it stretch? No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's just a it's just a 2-way stretch. So I just loved this color. Now it is fairly sheer. I don't know if you can see that my hand through there. It is fairly sheer, but that's fine. I bought I think like 6 yards or something of this. I don't know however much I got of it. But yeah, again, really inexpensive, so it's good for wearable muslin fodder. So very excited about that one. And then I picked up some of this gray, it was one of those check fabrics, right? It is just a light gray, I believe this one is a nylon, so I can wear it because it's not polyester. It is supposed to be like UV blocking and water resistant. So I don't know what I'm going to make with it yet, but I thought it would be nice to have on hand. That is everything that I purchased from Joann's. And now let's talk about what I purchased from my favorite thrift store. I talk about this thrift store all the time. It is a great thrift store. It benefits a local senior center, which is fantastic. And they specialize in sewing and crafting supplies. So I love going there. My daughter loves going there. Every time she's like, "Hey mom, let's go," I'm like, "Okay, pull my leg, make me go." So I picked up a couple of books, and then a few other things. So the first book I picked up is called So Smart. With Woven Knits and Ultra Suede Fabric by Judy Lawrence and Clotilde Urick. And then I opened it up and I saw that it's actually been signed by one of the authors, which I thought was fun. So the copyright on this, the first copyright was, let's see, 1977. And then this edition is copyrighted in 1980. So, and then I dropped it on the floor. I didn't even know this when I bought it at the store. And a pattern sheet fell out, which I thought was kind of fun. So I haven't taken too much of a look at this really, but it does talk about, like finishing methods and what else have we got in here? We're talking about buttonholes, we're talking about sleeve plackets. So lots of really interesting techniques here. So I will enjoy, I think, reading through this when I have time, looking at the different techniques they have for doing different things. I always enjoy doing that. So that is book number one. Book number two, I think, is really cute too. This is the revised edition of 901 Super Quick Sewing Tips. This actually just kind of reminded me of one of those like YouTube videos that has like hacks, right? It actually could just kind of reminded me about that. So this one I think is also a 1980s book. This one's 1984, so younger than me. Um, and I just think it's super, super cute. So they have like different washing tips. And there's some super cute illustrations. There's like a dog here. Not sure what's going on there. But they've got like showing like a washing board and tub. So all different kinds of things for like washing, for measuring, for fusing your interfacing, all kinds of fun things for putting in sleeves. I mean, I just thought it was cute and fun. I thought I'd look through it. If I find anything super interesting or super helpful, I will be sure to share that with you all. Next thing I have is holding some of my other treasures. Now, I was really excited when I saw this. I have a thing for old sewing baskets and old sewing boxes. I just love them. I have several of the larger, on legs so that you sit them next to your chair and you can just reach in. You don't have to reach over. And I saw this. I have been admiring some of these online for a while. So when I saw this, I had to grab it. So as you can see, it's quite large. It's got, three legs, and it looks like, a basket. I just love it. It looks like an old like barrel or something. I absolutely love this. Now it is in decent shape. I have some Howard's Feed and Wax that I am going to go over this with to hopefully, I don't like to restore things fully. I just like to try to preserve where they are now. That's just me. Now the lid on this is broken, so it does have a lid that, it's got hinges on the top and it hinges open like this. And it works fine, but the side that's supposed to be attached is no longer attached. It's got some little nails in there, and those nails are bent. So I'm going to need to take it to the hardware store, see if I can find some nails to match. And if not, I'll just have to use whatever they have, but see if I can find some nails to match and fix it. But yeah, look, it's got that cute little pin cushion in there. Isn't that adorable? And then I'll show you the inside once I have emptied it. But let's put this on the floor and let's dive inside to see what goodies I've got. I'm just going to take the lid clean off so I don't cause it any more problems. The first thing I found, which I thought were super cute, I have no idea what I'm going to use them on, but they are the cutest little silver moon-shaped buttons. I just thought they were, like I said, too cute to pass up, so I did pick them up. And then because I'm a Post-it girl, I love Post-its. They had these Post-its, little packages, so I just picked up some of those. I love to have a Post-it everywhere, so yay, happy about that. This is not super exciting. It is just a ball of cotton yarn. I'm going to be using this as the pipe to make piping, basically. Last few times I've made piping, I've had to use chenille yarn, which worked okay, but this is a much better alternative, and I do have more piping in my future with more zip front dresses, so yes, piping. That's what that's for. Again, not a super exciting find, but always useful. I picked up some interfacing. This is a Trico fusible interfacing, so I always like to have this. I tend to use Trico interfacing for a lot of things, even for my wovens, because it's a light hand and it doesn't change the drape of your fabric too much. And because I sew with so many lightweight wovens, I have found that this works beautifully. And then I picked up this cool bag of stuff here. So this is a bag of vintage bra making supplies, which I'm super excited about. Um, I'm going to try not to spill everything all over the place. So it had two different laces. It's got this black lace. There's not much of this, but you don't need much for lingerie making. So it's got this black lace here, which I thought was really, really pretty. Um, I did not look inside this bag before I bought it. It was sealed, and I was just like, oh, it's $10. I'm going to buy that. And then it's got this kind of nude lace. There's more of this one here. So there's that one there. And then we have a power mesh. So I'm really excited about the power mesh actually, because one of the Gertie dresses that I want to make actually has a built-in bra. So this power mesh is going to help me out there a lot. I'm very excited about that. So let's put that aside. And then it has a really lightweight mesh here. So as you can see, this is really, really sheer, lightweight mesh. So that, and then there is this whole like thing of bra hooky doos. So I guess you just cut it where you want it, to make it whatever length you need. So yay for that. And then a whole lot of other stuff in here. So this is just some picot edged lace, not lace, picot edged elastic. I'm just dropping everything on the floor. And then, oof, there is more of that here along with some just, lace edging. It's got a little bit of elasticity, but I don't think it's really elastic. It's just some lace edging. And then also some bra straps. So they've already got some elastic here. They have the slider mechanism already installed, which I think is really cool. So there's several of those in there. And then there is a few pieces of boning. It's just, I don't know how well you can see that, just some short little bones for the edges here of a bra or a dress or whatever. And then there is a whole lot of these little lingerie sliders here, if I can get them out. I don't know, again, how well you can see that, but they are basically these little doohickeys here. So they are in white, black, and skin tone, tan, whatever. So yeah, $10 for all of that stuff, and I was feeling pretty pleased with that. Okay, now that that's empty, let me just show you the inside of this. It is so adorable. So it's got some thread spool holders in there as well to keep your thread nice and organized. So I'm really, really excited about this. I can't wait to get it into shape and get using it. It's going to have to wait, obviously, a little bit because I have so much sewing to get done very, very soon. Oh, very, very soon. My trip is coming up faster than I would expect. Now, I've lost my thing again. I think that is everything for what I've purchased. Yes, I know that's everything that I've purchased. Like I said, coming up, I have all of those projects that I already showed you that I need to do. As far as life goes, things have been a little crazy. So I've kind of alluded to things before. So I am currently between jobs right now. I loved the people I worked with in my last job, but it just wasn't the right fit for me. I have come to realize that corporate jobs are just not a good fit for me. I am not a corporate person. So I have been looking into public service jobs. So obviously, federal jobs are out right now because we all know they're not hiring. But I am looking at state and county jobs. So I've had several tests to take. I've done fairly well on those. I've had several interviews. County jobs, especially, are very hard to get. Everybody wants them. But I have just this last week, I had another test to take. I had another interview actually today. I've got an interview scheduled for next week. I should find out whether I go on to the second process, second interview. For the job I interviewed for today, I should find out by next Tuesday whether I move on to the next round. Anyway, so that's just been kind of crazy working on resumes, all of that stuff. But hopefully it pans out and I get a job that I can feel very fulfilled in. I worked for many, many years in public schools, missed that a lot, but yeah, that's just kind of my ideal job. Anyway, so I've got that going on. And then this weekend, my daughter actually has a concert on Saturday. So we'll be doing that in the evening. I will have time to sew during the day. So that's good. And then finally, I'm going to get my hair done because let's all be honest, it is looking pretty ratchet right now. I told my stylist that she's going to die when she sees me. So I have a hair appointment on Sunday. And then again, those interviews and stuff happening next week. So yeah, pretty busy coming up. Plus all the sewing that I have got to get done. I have my countdown. Let's see how many days it is to my trip. How many sewing days I have left? I don't know. I don't know if I can get it up right now. Let's find out. 113 days. Is that right? 113 days, 12 hours and 6 minutes, but who's counting, right? So yeah, I've got a lot of sewing to do in that time. And yeah, I am I'm super excited because I do have all these projects prepped, ready to go. I've got fabric prepped for the next round, and then I have a few more fabrics that I'll need to prep when those are done and get that done. So fingers crossed. That is everything. That's everything for today. So in my next video, hopefully will be the sew along for this dress. We shall see. Hopefully the footage is okay. I don't know. And then I don't know what else I have planned next week. I'm just not that organized, folks. So yeah, that's everything. So I hope you did enjoy today's video and enjoyed seeing kind of what I've been up to and what I've been collecting. And if you did, I'd love it if you would hit that like button and maybe subscribe as well if you'd like to see more from me. And yeah. And if you want to hang out a little bit longer with me, I will link a video at the end. Well, I'm sure YouTube will suggest something for you at the end of this video here. And yeah, that's everything. So I am going to go get this edited. It probably won't go up till tomorrow, which is Saturday, because it is currently 2:55 p.m. right now. So yeah, probably tomorrow when this will go up. And yeah, that's everything. So I hope wherever you are in the world, that you have had a wonderful week in your sewing or creative space, that you have been able to work on something that fills your heart with joy and happiness. And until next time, have a fabulous, fabulous week. And yeah, bye.